Imagine the US without TikTok. This could very well be our reality in less than a year. Today we're looking into what a potential ban could mean for millions of Americans and the implications for the entire digital marketplace. The potential ban of TikTok is a hot topic that's been buzzing in the corridors of Washington and across the digital landscape. TikTok, the wildly popular social media app, is at the center of a geopolitical storm, with its future in the United States hanging in the balance. The controversy around TikTok's potential ban in the US is fueled by two key factors: security concerns and political tensions. The app, owned by Chinese company ByteDance, has been under scrutiny due to fears of data misuse and potential propaganda dissemination. Some argue that the app's ties to China, and by extension the ruling Communist Party, could pose a threat to national security, a claim that has been hotly debated. On one side, there's the argument that TikTok could be a tool for the Chinese Communist Party to collect data on US citizens. This notion led to the introduction of the Data Act, a bill that could potentially authorize a nationwide ban of the app. On April 20th, the US House of Representatives passed legislation that authorizes the ban in the USA if ByteDance doesn't sell its stake within the year. The legislation now advances to the Senate, where a vote is expected in the next few days. President Joe Biden has already expressed his willingness to sign the bill that would ban TikTok. The legislation to ban TikTok, particularly the Data Act, hasn't been without its critics. Many argue that it's too broad and rushed and that it overlooks the need for comprehensive social media data privacy regulations that apply to all platforms. Some suggest that the discourse on TikTok's ban has been tainted by anti-Asian rhetoric and underlying xenophobic sentiments. This has complicated the conversation, turning it into more than just a debate about data privacy. But the controversy doesn't end there. The politicization of TikTok reflects broader tensions between the US and China, bringing into play diplomatic relations and economic implications. It's a complex issue with a lot of moving parts. However, today we are focusing on the economic implications for the USA if a TikTok ban is passed. So, what would happen if TikTok were to be banned in the US? What kind of impact would it have on the US economy? Well, the app's ban could have far-reaching consequences that extend beyond the realm of social media. To understand the potential impact, we must first understand TikTok's economic footprint in the US. TikTok's influence is far-reaching and extends beyond just being a popular app for posting short, catchy videos. It's an economic powerhouse that plays a significant role in the US economy. Let's start with the user base. As of April 2024, the US boasts the highest number of active TikTok users, approximately 170 million. This number represents half of the US population. Out of this, 50 million users log into their app daily. This vast and engaged audience is a goldmine for businesses. Speaking of businesses, millions of them are actively using TikTok as a platform to reach their audience. Data indicates that over 7 million businesses in the US were actively using TikTok as of March 2024. From small local brands to multinational corporations, businesses are leveraging the app's popularity to advertise, engage with customers, and build their brand presence. But it's not just about marketing. TikTok has also become a major revenue generator. The platform's advertising revenue is in the billions, contributing a significant chunk to the country's gross domestic product. It is touted that the app contributed over $24 billion to the country's GDP in 2023. And we're not just talking about direct ad revenue here. The ripple effect of TikTok's popularity on the economy is immense. Businesses are seeing increased sales and brand visibility, influencers are making a living through sponsored content, and software developers are creating new products and services around the platform. TikTok's economic footprint also extends to job creation. Beyond the thousands of people directly employed by TikTok, there's a whole ecosystem of jobs that have sprung up around the platform. Content creators, social media managers, software developers, and more. All these professions have seen a boost thanks to the platform's popularity. Clearly, TikTok has a significant economic presence in the US, with its impact felt across various sectors. Banning TikTok wouldn't just mean saying goodbye to your favorite dance challenges or comedy skits. It could seriously undermine the US position as an economic powerhouse, but more on that later. For now, let's look in detail at the job implications of a potential TikTok ban. How many people does TikTok employ in the US? When we think of TikTok, we often picture viral dance challenges and humorous skits. But behind the scenes, this social media giant is a significant employer. Not only does TikTok employ a vast number of people directly, but it also fuels a broader ecosystem of jobs. Let's start with the direct employment. TikTok's US operations employ thousands of people in a variety of roles, from software developers to marketing specialists, data analysts to community managers. These are jobs that contribute to the local economies, supporting families and communities across the country. But the job implications of TikTok extend far beyond its direct employees. Think about the vast community of content creators. These are individuals who have built careers around the platform, earning income through brand partnerships, sponsored content, viewer donations, and programs such as the Creator Rewards Program. They're entrepreneurs in their own right, running small businesses powered by the TikTok platform. Then there are the businesses themselves that leverage TikTok for their marketing efforts. They employ social media managers, content strategists, videographers, and more, all tasked with crafting engaging TikTok content to reach their target audiences. These roles, too, are part of the TikTok job ecosystem. And let's not forget about the software developers, data analysts, and AI specialists employed by third-party companies that provide tools and services supporting TikTok's platform. These jobs, while not directly tied to TikTok, are nonetheless influenced by its presence in the market. In short, TikTok is like a tree with many branches, each branch representing a different type of job or career that the platform supports. And like a tree, if you remove it, you're not just losing the trunk, but all the branches as well. So when we talk about a potential TikTok ban, we're not just talking about an app disappearing from our phones, we're talking about a significant economic shift that could potentially displace thousands of workers and disrupt an entire ecosystem of jobs. A TikTok ban could have a significant impact on job numbers, and that's something we all need to consider. Secondly, many businesses rely on TikTok for advertising and reaching their audience. What happens to them? In the current digital age, brands, small businesses, and even corporations have found a dynamic and creative platform in TikTok to reach their audience. As of April 2024, millions of businesses are actively using TikTok for advertising and customer engagement. They range from local mom-and-pop stores reaching out to their community, to multinational brands creating viral challenges that sweep across the globe. Not to mention the TikTok Shop feature, which enables brands and creators not only to showcase but also to sell products directly on TikTok. By creating a space that encourages creativity and authenticity, TikTok has become a game changer in the world of advertising. It's a place where an innovative 15-second video can lead to exponential growth and visibility for a business. But what happens if this platform disappears overnight due to a ban? The impact would be immediate and far-reaching. Businesses that have invested time, resources, and money into building their TikTok presence would find themselves at a loss. The unique and engaged audience that TikTok provides would suddenly become inaccessible, leaving these businesses scrambling to find alternative ways to reach their customers. Let's not forget about the ripple effect. Think about the social media managers, the content creators, the video editors who have built careers and honed skills around the TikTok platform. A ban would mean job losses and a sudden need for these professionals to adapt and pivot. In the larger scheme of things, a TikTok ban could also stifle innovation. TikTok has challenged the status quo in social media advertising, pushing other platforms to evolve and adapt. Without this competition, the pace of innovation could slow down. TikTok has rapidly transformed from a burgeoning social media platform to a pivotal player in the digital advertising space and quickly gaining an edge in commerce with TikTok Shop. It is undeniable that TikTok has pushed competitors such as Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to innovate more aggressively, integrating similar features to keep up with user expectations. Should a TikTok ban come into effect, the immediate reduction in competition could lead to a less urgent need for rival platforms to innovate or improve upon their current models. This could stagnate the evolution of content delivery and advertisement methodologies that are currently driven by the need to match or surpass TikTok's appeal and effectiveness. The potential slowdown in innovation isn't just a concern for social media platforms themselves, but also affects the broader ecosystem, including content creators, digital marketers, and technology service providers. Innovation drives the tech industry, and without the constant push to improve, there could be fewer advancements in technology, user interface design, and data analytics. What is the long-term economic impact? Diminished innovation. Diminished innovation could lead to fewer opportunities for startups and established businesses to enter new markets or to create new products. This could dampen economic growth in sectors that thrive on digital advancements and multimedia integration, affecting job creation and business development. So, as we can see, the implications extend beyond just the users of the app. It's a domino effect that could disrupt the iterative cycle of competition and innovation that keeps the digital economy expanding. Beyond businesses and jobs, what are the broader economic implications of a TikTok ban? The banning of TikTok could be a pivotal moment in the world economic landscape, as it doesn't just affect TikTok's users and businesses, but could also strain the United States' relationship with China. The US and China, as two of the world's most influential economic powerhouses, have a complex and multifaceted relationship. A decision to ban a major Chinese app could potentially ignite a digital Cold War, leading to retaliation from China. This retaliation could take many forms. It might be a ban on US digital products, which would hurt American businesses that have been successful in the Chinese market. American companies like Apple, Google, and Microsoft have significant market shares in China. For instance, Apple reported revenue of over $70 billion from China in 2023. A ban on Apple products or restrictions on its services could lead to substantial financial losses and disrupt its supply chain, especially since many Apple products are manufactured in China. Alternatively, the situation could escalate into a full-blown trade war, with both countries imposing tariffs on each other's goods. This scenario could mirror the earlier US-China trade tensions, which saw tariffs imposed on hundreds of billions of dollars worth of products from both sides. Companies that import goods from China, such as Walmart and Target, would face higher costs, which could be passed on to American consumers in the form of higher prices. The imposition of tariffs affects more than just consumer prices. It also impacts businesses that rely on raw materials and components from China. For example, the US automotive and electronics industries, which import a significant amount of components from China, would face increased production costs. This could lead to a decrease in profit margins, potential job cuts, and higher prices for consumers. The impact of such a trade war would be far-reaching. It could slow down global economic growth, disrupt international supply chains, and create uncertainty in global markets. This uncertainty could deter investment, hinder job creation, and ultimately slow down the pace of economic growth. Moreover, the ban could also have diplomatic consequences. It could further strain the already tense US-China relations and make it harder for the two countries to cooperate on essential global issues like climate change, nuclear proliferation, and global health emergencies. Lastly, it is crucial to remember that TikTok is not just a social media platform. It's a symbol of the digital age and global interconnectedness. A ban on TikTok could set a precedent for how we regulate digital platforms and handle international digital trade in the future. It could lead to a fragmented internet, where countries start to build digital walls, limiting the free flow of information and ideas. The broader economic implications of a TikTok ban could be far-reaching. However, it's essential to consider all angles of the debate. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. While there are valid concerns about the economic implications of a TikTok ban, it's crucial to remember that the primary argument for such a move is rooted in data security and, by extension, national security. This concern isn't unfounded, as we live in a digital age where data is power, and the misuse of this power can have far-reaching consequences. That being said, the debate over TikTok isn't and shouldn't be just about one app. It's about the broader issue of social media data privacy. In this era of big data, where our online activities are meticulously tracked and analyzed, it's crucial to have comprehensive regulations in place to protect user privacy. If a ban on TikTok, or at the very least a comprehensive examination of the data security issues associated with TikTok, leads to more robust data privacy laws applicable across all social media platforms, wouldn't that be a silver lining? One thing is clear, this isn't a black and white issue. A ban on TikTok could indeed ignite extensive efforts and regulations geared towards data security. However, it could also have significant economic repercussions. It's a delicate balancing act between safeguarding data in the age of big data and preserving economic stability. Ultimately, the discourse around this issue needs to be rational and devoid of any xenophobic sentiments. The concerns surrounding TikTok's data privacy are valid and applicable to many social media applications. The current discussion should be used to encourage data security in the age of big data, ensuring the effective application of data for economic growth. The debate over a TikTok ban is complex, and it's essential to consider all perspectives, most importantly, the economic consequences of such a ban. So what's the verdict? What might the future hold for TikTok in the US? What will a ban mean for the US economy? The potential ban of TikTok is a complex issue, one that is intertwined with the economy, jobs, businesses, and international relations. It's not just about a social media app. It's about the livelihoods of millions of people and the dynamics of global trade and diplomacy. The economic footprint of TikTok is significant, with millions of users in the US alone. It's a platform for businesses, both big and small, to reach their audience and advertise their products. Numerous companies have built their brand identity through TikTok, harnessing its viral nature to engage with consumers. In terms of employment, TikTok isn't just about its direct employees, it extends to content creators, social media managers, software developers, and more. Each one of these jobs contributes to the economy and the overall GDP of the country. On a broader scale, the ban could strain the already tense US-China relations. It's not just about TikTok, but what it represents. A symbol of the ongoing power struggle between two of the world's largest economies. A ban could lead to retaliatory actions, further escalating the situation. But let's not forget the other side of the coin. The concerns about data privacy are valid and need to be addressed. It's a delicate balance between protecting the citizens and stifling innovation and economic growth. It's a reminder that in our interconnected world, a decision about a social media app can ripple through the economy, affect jobs, impact businesses, and shake international relations. As we navigate this digital age, we must tread carefully, considering not just the immediate concerns but also the long-term effects of our actions. While the future of TikTok in the US remains uncertain, one thing is clear: its potential ban could have profound economic implications. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more awesome economics content.